everyone. I hope everyone is fine and is doing well. So let's see what are we going to read today. Today we are going to cover literature of class 6 and the name of the poem is Tiger. In this poem, the poet describes the life of a caged animal and he shows the contrasting ideas of how a tiger would have lived in a jungle, that is his natural habitats, to a tiger who is living in a zoo. So let's check it out, each and every paragraph. Before starting with the poem, let's have a look at the poet. So here, this poem is written by Leslie Norris. He was born in England and he wrote many poems during his teenage time. He even joined the Royal Air Force and took part in the World War II. And after that, he took teaching as his profession. And after working as a professor for a longer period of time, he left his job and started writing as his full-time job. And because of his writing, he got so many prestigious awards for his poems and short stories. So your task is to find his other work other than this tiger poem, what all short stories or what all poems he wrote. Do not forget to mention them in the comment box below. So let's start. This is how it looks in your book. You can see how helpless the tiger is when he is in the zoo, whereas when he is in the jungle, he is the king. So let's begin with the poem. The first paragraph here, as you can see, he stalks in his vivid stripes the few steps of this cage on pads of velvet quiet in his quiet rage. So as you can see, children, here the stripes of the tiger, it's so vibrant, it's so means clearly visible to each one of us. So in his vibrant stripes, he's just walking along the distance which is in the cage. So he's covering, he's just stalking from one place to another place of his cage on pads of velvet quiet. Now if he's in the jungle, do you think he's going to be so slow and he's going to walk or do things quietly? Definitely not. He would be ferocious animal there. But here, since he is locked inside the cage with limited space in it, so he is in this way right now, in his quiet rage. Now if animal is in rage, they are never going to be quiet. But here the poet is using this quiet rage, this oxymoron, to show that how even though he is in his anger mode, but then he cannot showcase his anger here because he is inside the cage. Quietly he is keeping that anger within himself. So in the first paragraph we were dealing with the tiger in the zoo. Second paragraph we are having a look, if he is in the jungle, what he is going to do there. He should be lurking in shadow, sliding through long grass near the water hole where plum deer pass. Now here in the second paragraph, children, you can see if the tiger is in the jungle, what is he going to do? He would be lurking in the shadow, he would be looking around, he would be hiding himself, he would be waiting there in the shadow. What else he would be doing? He would be sliding through the long grasses, all the long grasses which are present, he would be sliding in from there. Now why is he doing that? Because see, you might have noticed tigers, when they are trying to attack someone or when they are trying to hunt or catch their prey, what they do? They hid themselves and then they wait for the correct moment or correct time when to attack the animal. So that's the thing which the poet is trying to convey in the second paragraph, that he should be hiding, he should be sliding through the long grass and waiting still there, he should be waiting there still. Why? Because all the healthy deers and all who are coming near the water hole to drink water, he could attack them when it is the correct time. He should be snarling around houses at jungle's edge, baring his white fangs, his claws terrorizing the village. Now in the third paragraph, the poet wants to say that if he is in the jungle, what he would be doing? He would be moving around the houses at the jungle edges, whatever houses are present, he would be moving around them and he would be baring his white fangs. He would be showing off his white fangs in order to scare the people there present in the villages. He would be showing off his claws there. He would be terrorizing the people present in the village, creating a fear in the mind of the people in the villages. So these all stuffs are generally done by the tiger when they are in the jungle. Ooh, dangerous, right? But here in this picture you can see how helpless the animal is. But he is locked in a concrete cell, his strength behind bars, stalking the length of his cage, ignoring visitors. Now as you can see how helpless the mighty tiger is inside the cage. He could not even showcase his strength there. He is just locked inside that concrete cell, and he is just stalking the length of his cage. He is covering the cage from one side to another. He even doesn't care who is coming to look at him. He is not bound, or he is not even paying attention to the visitors who are coming to look at him. He hears the last voice at night, the patrolling cars, and stares with his brilliant eyes at the brilliant stars. So here, children, the tiger is inside the zoo, and what he can do there, because see, if he's in the jungle, he could have heard all the noises, the silences of the jungle, the animals which are present there. If they make some sound, he could have heard that. But inside the cage, like in the zoo, he can only hear the noises or the voice of the patrolling cars who are having a look of all the animals. Okay, and he just stares with his brilliant eyes at the brilliant stars. He's just looking at the stars and just thinking, or just having a thing in his mind that if, and wishes to be safe and out of this concrete walls. So this is how the poet is giving a contrast idea of how a tiger would be in the jungle, or would be in the, I would say, in the zoo, basically what we read in this poem. One thing I would like to teach here, children, to you is the rhyme scheme. So as you can see, let's have a look at the rhyme scheme of this poem. He stalks in his vivid stripes. So stripes, what could be, we could write the rhyme scheme here as A. The few steps of this cage, since my word cage is not rhyming with stripes, I would be using a different alphabet, that is B. Third one is quiet. Again, quiet is also not rhyming with any of the stripes or cage. I will be using another alphabet, that is my C here. In his quiet rage, so rage is rhyming with cage, so I will be using the same alphabet. So children, the rhyme scheme of this poem is A, B, C, B. So do remember. So that's it for this poem. And I would like to tell you, children, you being the future citizen of our country, you being the future generation, make sure that you are kind towards animals. Okay, don't be harsh towards them, don't poke them, don't make fun of them, or don't just do the stuff which is not required to be done. You are humans, you need to keep that humanity within yourself, and when you are coming across any animals, make sure you are kind towards them. Okay, so with this I would like to end up with this video. I hope you all got a clear idea of this poem. In the next part of this video, I'll be covering the question answers and the remaining part of the chapter. And do not forget to like the video. Thank you. Have a great day ahead. Bye bye.